Game number 2 for the Saturnalia NA Finals is about to start. Will we see Astral Authority bring this to 3 games? Or will Mike and Ike, the team that took out Ego, and the rest of the teams in their bracket, are they going to be the champs of this this NA tournament, Gore? What do you think?
I mean, they had a really dominant performance like we just saw. They were very strong. I mean, they ended the game in 13 minutes.
That honestly had to be a reset. Yeah, you got to do that, though. Yeah,
I expect to see BaRRaCCuDDa get taken out. That was really, I think, the staple that got it, because that allowed the invade, and once he got ahead, he was just eating the minions to either heal up in a fight, or he was there to get the big ultimate, and he just ate through the tanks that Astral Authority had.
Well, you're going to see one of the key picks, Snoopy, who was on the Jing Wei. That got banned out first. Typical ban. I mean, that's standard and nothing to really talk about there. But there, oh, Gore. It's like you can predict the future. Where's your crystal ball right there? BaRRaCCuDDa is going to get banned out. Look, I mean, again, it's just a character that when you're not used to play, even if he's quote unquote not in the meta, if it's somebody you're not used to playing against and it's been a while, it could be an issue. And BaRRaCCuDDa was an issue last game.
Well, Sylvanus is going to be the first pick up, and this is something we saw him banned out last game. We've seen him played, I mean, a lot today. He's kind of come back out of nowhere. And I asked Aggro about it. I've talked to you about it. This is all just people remembered. Oh, yeah, he heals a lot.
This was my first diamond. I don't know if I talked about it, but I know I've talked about it to you. Sylvanus was, when he first came out, I really enjoyed him. My first support diamond right there, as we got the rest of the picks coming in, and it's going to be what do we got here? The Sobek Janus combination. So Mike and Ike's Polar Bear Mike going to end up being on this Sobek more than likely. Again, I mean, Cyclone likes his warrior or his solo laner Guardians, but I'd imagine he'd want to go aggressive again.
I'm actually kind of floored with the fact. So Nike got banned out first last game, took it 4 picks after the 4 bans that came through to come through, and Astral Authority dominated with this earlier. Mango picked it up, and he just excelled so well with it, using Sentinel of Zeus really like at the perfect times. There was a point he was under the Phoenix. He was really, really low, but that actually not only saved his life, but turned the game around and allowed them to kind of finish that off against Jeff and his amazing friends. So picking that up, it's not too surprising to me.
Well, hey, that's going to be the last attempt for, a tournament that you'll see, as that is going to be tuned down come next week, guys. So Nike no more going to have that 60% crazy shield, but Rama going to get locked in for Famous Hate. I still like this, obviously, as they did ban out the Hui earlier in the, never mind. Rama is going to get banned. Gore, go.
I mean, this is a good pickup because Famous Hate can do well on it, and when it comes down to it, Snoopy is a great ROM player, so when it comes all across the board, take it away from him, give it to someone who's decent with it, go across it. Masked picking up Thor, more than likely, because who else would really take that one? And Thoth being banned, which I feel is a direct shot, not letting Sheikah have anything that he can use to burst anyone down.
Well, the Hui ban now comes in. Again, guys, this been about a lot of games today, so apologies about the small little mix-up there, but we will get it straight once we get into the game with everything. So there is going to be the Ra banned out, not wanting to deal with any sort of healing sustain. I'd expect, again, maybe targeting Cyclone or something else along those lines for another ban option here will be, actually, it's going to end up being the Guan Yu. So maybe they thought the Sobek was maybe going to go solo and Polar Bear might run the Guan in the support role, because let's be realistic, Cyclone doesn't strike me as the Guan Yu type.
And it's another thing that I feel like this might have just been get rid of the healer. I think that's kind of what they're going for. They've got Sylvanus, but when you look at it, you've got Ra, Chang'e, Guan Yu all taken off the board, Terra taken off the board. The only person really missing right now is Hell, and when it comes down to it, no one's really picking her. She's easy to pick off. She has a low mana pool. And me and you have seen, even though Astral Authority was the one who banned this out, Mango on that Guan has changed games with the amount of healing he can do. Taking that away, even though Cyclone isn't really a Guan player, I feel like taking that away at least helps take down what Mike and Ike's can do.
Yeah, I mean, again, it puts that Sobek in a little bit more of a position that's probably going to be put into the support role versus the solo lane in that aspect, because, Guan could go either way in that type of matchup. But as the rest of the picks are coming through, we're going to see Izu. All right, Izanami going to get locked in here by Snoopy. He's going to have an opportunity to show us what he could do on this character. I think up until this date, he's played on her. He got the pentakill on her. He's played Jingwei and some Rama. So this will be the first go at Izu that I will see of him tonight.
Ataraxia is a really big champion of Izanami. He thinks she's going to be great. In fact, we saw her, I think, at Super Regionals a few times. Zapman playing her, Ataraxia playing her, and kind of showing exactly what she can do. So Snoopy hoping to kind of channel his inner Zapman here and pull that one out, be as good as he can with that. We see the Zeus coming out for Sheikah, Awilix being picked up as well. That one's definitely going to find okay. And he played that earlier, had a very, very good showing with it. And as long as they get the knockups, they don't have as much on their team as they did when he originally played it earlier, but they still got BaRRaCCuDDa on the Sylvanus using that ultimate. They still got the knockup from Mango coming out on Nike. So overall, it can still benefit them.
All right, guys, we are looking at the play clock, and it says go time. All right, let's get game number 2 started. And sooner or later, at some point in time, this game will end, and we will see if we will go to game number 3 or if there's game number 2. Polar Bear Mike has taken a little bit of damage as the chase is on. He's ripping that Sobek skin. He's kind of clapping along right now, and he'll take one more auto for, you know, top damage sake. Who has top player? Look at that, Rama. Famous hate. Spells good things, man. You know, anytime the ADC gets that top damage early on, normally spells good things.
For anyone who's forgotten, these teams are playing for the bigger chunk of a cash prize right now. So first through fourth, they all get cash prizes, but it diminishes the lower you get. And right now, Mike and Ike's are on their way to getting a very nice chunk of cash put right into their pockets.
Everyone likes good old-fashioned money. And again, the top 4 or the 5 through 8 are actually getting gems. So everyone that really participated, if you can make it to the top 8, are getting some sort of prizing, which is really good. And again, hey man, the game's about to start. We can't say it enough. Thanks to hi-rez for putting this event out and actually putting forth that prize pool. And, well, as per the norm, why not go ahead and have 3 members invade you and attempt to go ahead and take the speed buff? And it looks to be successful as the Wrath is good. Mango's at about half HP. BaRRaCCuDDa Barrage is wrapped out. Great play right there and smart play, as Mango would have easily fell for first blood along with that shell gonna protect him.
I really like the fact that it's very unfortunate for him, but Mango using the Wrath to get the stun there. I was a little confused as to what happened. I was like, none of these characters have anything that should stop Berserker's Barrage. That should have been a death. But using that Wrath just to get the stun, just to save his life, is going to allow him to kind of stay back. He's healed up enough thanks to BaRRaCCuDDa, so they should be able to push forward as now the gank's going to be coming down. Masked Polar Bear Mike, Met Yankee getting aggressed on. Sheikah and Fine OK are here, but I don't know how well this will go for them.
Well, I mean, the Chain Lightning just has that slow effect. The Feather Step is good. Matt's going to take a decent amount of damage right there. The knockup, Polar Bear's level 1. He's going to get a little bit of heal with the sick. Oh, the portal is good. Just able to kind of squeeze through their PBM, able to get out. Look, the bottom line is that they invaded. They still got the speed buff. Now they're attempting to do a counter invade going on, but you haven't lost the game just yet like it seemed like it happened last time. We're at near, minute and some change in the game, and we don't see this 1,000 experience deficit or this crazy gold lead, as again, this speed buff from the red-hand side is going to be contested.
And they're going to be looking for it. Both of the Wraths are down right now, so this is really who can burst it the most at the end. It's going to be falling down. Zeus picking that one up, but Sheikah taking a lot of poke for his trouble. Cyclone's been chasing him down. Mask is low. Polar Bear Mike is low, but they are chasing him down, and Mask gets the first blood. Sheikah going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, this is the most interesting fight I've seen. Sub 2 minutes in the game. Again, Astral Authority just unable to come out on top of the kills. I like what they've done better, but still, first blood going the way of the jungler versus Cyclone this time around. And honestly, Thor, really, really good early game. I like to see this happen. Mango gonna get plucked, gonna get thrown back, has to jump away. Double tap gonna connect to, there it is, the auto attack that is needed. Cyclone secures it. Cyclone gets a double kill. He gets a triple kill. He's just in the tower. His team is tanking it for him. He's pressing the space. Actually, Mask is pressing the space bar for him. Cyclone walks away with a triple at 2.5 minutes.
So you know how last game Cyclone Spin got ahead and that kind of spelled the end of the game?
Yeah, I think I remember.
Looking pretty similar to that so far.
Yeah, Cyclone, man, I don't know what's in the water, man. He just went off right now, trying to prove that he is one of the top solo laners still. I mean, there's always that argument who's the best in what role, and for a long, long time, as we mentioned, he was mentioned as the best player in the world, not even just in solo, and then Baskin's kind of had that honor for a little bit. It goes back and forth. Looks like we have Cyclone, and he's an angry Cyclone, and that doesn't spell good news for the other team.
Right now, Mango is kind of in a bad position. And this is really what we've seen. You know, we were talking about this week because we were having discussions whether or not Nike was allowed for this tournament, right? That's something that we had to think about because she's a new release, and sometimes those kinds of things get shaken down. Ultimately, the ruling was yes, she's allowed because pros thought while she's strong, there's ways to deal with her. And right now, this is how you deal with her. The early game, when her passive isn't ticking down and isn't providing the team such good stuff, as Mask getting bursted down, Polar Bear Mike gonna fall down as well. Fine OK gets credit for one, Sheikah gets credit for the other, and
early
that was
kills,
just a storm thrown down.
They needed the early kills and that early pressure. Something needed to happen. Again, I say that a lot when you're down and you come from that game where you were down 20K experience and this ridiculous amount of gold. You got to get the momentum going in your favor, and that right there could shake things up a little bit. As again, at 4 minutes, we're going to deter that lead to about only 600 now. So again, much better in the early game than we were last time. We're sitting at 4 minutes. Fine OK is already level 5, halfway through 6. You know, again, so everything looking much better the whole time. Look, somebody's pulling a Zapman at the red buff.
Yeah, as Izanami, I mean, Snoopy, this is exactly what he wants. He needs to be aggressive on it. So far, he's actually been getting the best out of engagements with Famous Hate. It hasn't necessarily been anything like, oh, someone's close to getting soloed, but he's kind of controlling. He's being able to clear a little bit better. And, I mean, as we see, he just stole a red buff, so he's obviously feeling himself right now.
Well, we'll see how he can do. The end game is Izanami very potent with that attack speed buff. And again, normally you see these type of matchups. Anytime there's one hunter that has an attack speed steroid, it's normally countered with another hunter that has the same type of kit, so they can go ahead and get that boxing matchup going. Mango going to be pretty low, looking to sit there and back at this point in time. Ellie's coming up here right now, going to be split 3 ways. That's what you want to do. Again, Fine OK with the Boomba. It's going to get the full gold value for all those, but it looks like the wall going to kind of deter Sheikah's path. Mike going to end up using this knockback, and he's going to pull Fine OK, who purifies very late. And well, I have a feeling Mask is going to, oh, Mask is not going to land, and I think he knows he's dead and just taking this as a penalty.
He's going to be going down
Cyclone?
under the tower. He lasts long enough to get some damage. Cyclone making a nice rotation, able to pick up 2 kills now.
Where
he almost fell, but for the most part, I mean, that was just a clean rotation from him.
Mask misses the ultimate. I'm like, oh, well, Mask is just kind of standing there. He knows he's dead. And all of a sudden, I didn't even see on the mini-map the rotation coming through from Cyclone Spin. All kills Fine OK, and then gets another. Oh, my goodness. Cyclone has 5 kills in just under 6 minutes of this game right now. What can Mango do 2 levels below him? I mean, at this point in time, quote-unquote OP ultimate and passive or not, what can he do?
At this point, I mean, they're looking late game to get Mango back online. Once that passive is fully online, he can finally do something with it. But, trying to fight up, he's fighting against Cyclone Spin, even with his minions. And he's the one really losing the engagement. Cyclone Spin does have a heal inside of his kit, so he's able to do something about that. And we're going to see Polar Bear Michael come in, get the pluck. Mango jumping away, but it's not going to get him out as the portal was placed perfectly. The shield comes through, and they're chasing him down. But that might be enough for them. They forced that ultimate away, and now they can just back off.
That's the strength of Nike. Hits level 5 all of a sudden. I mean, obviously he's level 6. The pull good. Cyclone going to take a little damage. He's going to go to the offensive dazzling. Going to stun out one, and Sheikah is going to take the brunt of it. Oh, poor Ratcheteer going to get pulled in. Will miss the portal by inches with no mana. Gets the 4-man knockup. Polar Bear Mike chasing. Oh, but Mask gets it. Everyone used their ultis. Ratcheteer just took nearly every ulti that they had.
Sheikah very low, and looks like they want to get aggressive. Fine OK's chasing down Polar Bear Mike right now, and he's going to get a lot of damage down, but Mask comes crashing down, and Cyclone Spin with that assistance going to be able to do it. Mango trying to turn anything around for his team, but with that stun, he's not going to be able to get any shields off this time, and that is going to be a double kill for Mask, and yet 3 more deaths, 4 if you add in Ratcheteer, added on to the counter.
Well, now they're also going to get a blue buff, so they get the kills. They're getting, I mean, this is better than last game by Astral Authority, definitely, for sure. But by all means, this is still Mike and Ike just showing superior farming and just more aggression than what the other team really seems like they're ready to handle. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, they're doing the best they can. Mango coming in, he gets a kill, looking to get himself back on the other side of the fence where it's a little bit warmer because, I mean, he's sitting 2 levels below. Still, I mean, what's he really supposed to do? Cyclone's got 6 kills. He's got a full Breastplate of Valor over him. I mean, at this point, he just can't fight him alone, and I don't even know if he can fight him with 2 people.
right now, Astral Authority are in they're in a really weird position because, like I said last game, and I feel like it bears mentioning here a little bit more, they can fight from behind. I expect to see them go for maybe an early Gold Fury Famous Hate is starting that up right now. So if they can get this without anybody from Mike and Ike's rotating over, they have a chance to bring themselves right back into the game. They're going to have to be smart while they're tanking it just like that. They're going to get it for free, and that's going to cause the deficit to go down, but it's still about 1,500 gold.
That's the positive, though. Look, we're at 8.5 minutes. Here we go. What can Astral do to get back into it? That was step one. Step one was securing that Gold Fury. They had the better ward covers. They were able to go ahead and lock it down. Sub 10 minutes. I mean, again, it's not worth the biggest amount, but we will see a little uprising in the gold and down in the XP going more toward Blue's favor. 3,500 is still their XP deficit. 16 is the gold. And again, let's be honest here. If we can take a look at the net worth, actually Izanami 60. When did Snoopy get 6,300 gold?
I mean,
he's
has just
14.
Been farming like crazy. And I mean, we just saw he just took the boars away from Famous Hate. He's been going into Astral Authority's jungle any chance he get, and now he's making a rotation over. Sheikah is in a really poor position here. The ult's going to be dropped, but he's not going to be alive to use Detonate. He is gone.
Oh, the two-man knockup's going to be good. Cyclone using Janus's portals to get out as they were going to end. Here comes the combination. Looks like Fine OK is going to have to get out of here. He doesn't want to deal with it. Now, on the other side, I don't know if we saw it or not, but Polar Bear secured the kill on top of Sheikah. And with a couple members down, here comes Mango, though, on the back, and he's doing a lot of damage to PBM. He has to be careful. The knockup's going to connect, and now PBM's tanking the tower. Might have not have been the wisest decision, but, hey, you know what? He got the kill. Fine OK gets it back, obviously, thanks to the tower. And in the mid lane, we're showing the pressure where there's two members, now three, rotating over. And Famous is 3/4 of the way dead.
And he's going to be standing as far back as he can. With BaRRaCCuDDa here, he's going to be able to heal up a little bit to come back into the fight. But the tier 1 is already gone. Snoopy and Mask are out of there. And while BaRRaCCuDDa is chasing it down, the stun's going to come out. The wall blocks the path. Nothing really going to be coming out of that one. Nobody is going to die for Mike and Ike's here.
Well, we have about 3 minutes left to go ahead and make it past the point of where Astral did last time. Obviously, we don't expect an F6 here at any point soon unless this gets really, really crazy. Again, they're not at that 10K mark at all. So again, with the 4,000, near 3,000 gold lead, let's see if Mike and I can hold on to it. They've been doing a good job. They got to secure the next Gold Fury, though. 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes, that's going to spawn. Again, blue buff fight. All these fights in the jungle. Cyclone Spin ulting one more time. Stuns out BaRRaCCuDDa. The Wisps are doing a good enough job. The pluck by, poor Sheikah. And that will end up missing the snipe. But here comes BaRRaCCuDDa. He's only going to ult PBM. I don't know if that was worth. Mech gets one. Mask gets the other. Snoopy solos out Famous across the camera side. And, oh, man, this is just bad news.
Fine OK at this point running for his life, trying to get away, uses the leap just to get out of the double tap. And Mask should have this. Yeah, he's going to finally be able to pick that one up. That was insane, the amount that they did. Just in one small play, they got the double kill and completely erased 90% of Fine OK's health bar.
Snoopy's solo kill was huge. Snoopy is about to take it. Snoopy gets the solo kill. There's all that fighting going on the right-hand side. He's about to get it. I don't know if he'll get this T2 or not, but he'll get most of it down to the point where it's almost going to be dead anyways. Yeah, he's going to Sanctuary out all that damage that was going to take from the tower, but he doesn't Sanctuary out the detonate, and well, that ends up being a little bit more. But here comes Met Yankee and crew. They still want this T2.
Yeah, Snoopy going to get pulled down. He will fall. Famous Hate gets credit for that, but the tier 2 is gone. Sheikah more than likely going to fall to Mask here. And while Fine OK has arrived, gets the knock-up, and Mask should die. Fine OK picking that one up. The snipes came down from Famous Hate. They used a lot, and they got 2 kills.
They needed to use a lot, though. They're down so much. And at that point in time, if you've got to burn 3 or 4 ultimates to kill one player, as long as you know you're not going to fight soon, which is kind of where we're at. We have 60 seconds until the Gold Fury comes up. Some of these ultimates will, take a little bit past the 60-second mark to get back up, but they'll be up soon enough to at least make this Gold Fury interesting and to see what ends up happening. Right now, the tier 1 tower in solo did go down a while ago, and, well, Mango's just trying to return the favor, shoving up the minion waves.
Overall, it's about a 2-level difference between every single member on Astral Authority and Mike and Ike's. The only difference is in the supports where it's 9 and 10, but all across the board, this isn't something they're down and out yet. They still have this potential to fight up. Gold Fury is going to be respawning in about 30 seconds, and if Astral Authority can do what they did last year, and as FineOK gonna get sniped across the board with Through Space and Time. Cyclone Spin picking that one up. That was long-range snipe.
Cyclone, I mean, again, we're going to get another knockup. Nice pull. RaCCuDDa going to go ahead and make sure that Met Yankee ends up taking the spill. Sheikah's going to use the purification. Doesn't really matter. He's going to get thrown back. Wall. You don't need to hit the target if you can cut off their lane where they're trying to run to. And Mango has made the rotation over. Looks like the shell was popped. They're trying to go hard here. Let's see if Mango ends up having to pop the ultimate out.
BaRRaCCuDDa getting low. Berserker's Barrage going to take his health pool almost to 0. Mask going to get the last hit just before Famous A was able to take him out. That was very close to switching around as Famous A going to go into the air, finds the shot that he needs, and is going to be able to get the kill on the Polar Bear Mike as well. That's going to be a nice swing back in favor for Astral Authority.
Well, it's swinging to the left, but guess who's about to swing back to the right in this level 17 top net worth in the game? Gold Fury, Snoopy right here, going to end up securing it for that. So the whole time, yeah, they get 2 kills. It ends up being a 1-for-2 trade out here as Famous Hate gets the double, which he really needed to get back into this game. He's 2 levels behind, as you said, almost every member 2 levels behind him. You don't want your AD carry that far back, but Snoopy ends up getting the Gold Fury, really negating what happened.
Mango is looking to proxy out this wave. Little does he know he's getting pinged out. Cyclone making a rotation over, but Met Yankee, Snoopy, Polar Bear Mike, Mask, they're all making their way right towards it.
I mean, this is just it's just like a bad movie over and over again on Rewind. You just see this squad coming through and just making the rounds as they're just going to go ahead and gang up on top of poor Mango, and he's going to find himself in a bad spot. Hey, why not? 15 minutes in the game, 4 members here. Let's go ahead and attempt that Fire Giant. Do we have a Wrath up? Let's take a look right now. Cyclone will have it up in 9 seconds. It actually might not even be needed here as they're looking to DPS it. That's quick. 15-minute Fire Giant, no Wrath.
And Mango was the only one who really could have contested that with a Wrath, and he was down already. RaCCuDDa looking to fall here. He's spotted out that they have Fire Giant at this point. We have Famous A going through. Mask going up into the air, and this is looking bad for FineOK. Not able to reach him with the ult, but is going to go ahead and teleport right to him, hitting him as hard as he can. The 2-level, now 3-level difference between the two, really showing right there.
Feel like Astral Authority, man. I love these guys. I really do. FineOK, Sheikah, Mango, Famous, all of them on that squad. They're all good friends. I enjoy watching their games, and like I said, they've developed to be great players over the time. It seems to be when it comes to these type of events. In Friday Night Smite, they obviously finish first a lot of the times when they're playing their type of competition, but just unable to really get that next step up currently versus these SPL type players. And well, Mask again going to get that kill on top of Sheikah, and in the mid lane we go. Famous going to purify that out. He'll have his angle cut off by a great wall again, and well, Snoopy will take care of Famous before he can even get in the air.
Even though they're falling down fast, Mango now in a bad position. RaCCuDDa trying to help him out, so is FineOK, but really there's just no fighting. Through Space and Time going to come through. It's not going to be able to get too much damage down all across the board, but Polar Bear Mike is still trying to help his team out and get some aggression. And they're all taking the portals back. They just want to kind of fall back. They can use this Fire Giant really wherever they need to.
I mean, over or under the next 30 seconds that Snoopy's probably going to hit 20. Because he's level 19, and it's probably going to be sub 17. If he gets this kill, he might actually hit it before the 17-minute mark. He's going to get knocked up. He's going to get pulled, purification / sanctuary use. He's still fighting, and Snoopy going to fall. He will not hit 20 before the 17-minute mark, as he will take himself a 60-second penalty.
RaCCuDDa going to get dunked on, taken down very fast. That's 2 more members falling. And honestly, this tier 2, at this point, I would just give it up. Sheikah getting really low here is going to get taken down immediately. And, I mean, he's level 12 sitting here. He's the closest he was at is Sobek. We're going to see the snipes coming down, not connecting. Mask's going to live through this. But it's 17 and 18 on them, both Mask and Cyclone Spin. So really, that fight was just going all in their favor. Right now, I mean, Astral Authority, like, they played lights out earlier on. But Mike and Ix is just showing that they are prepared and they are ready and they want to win.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a bragging rights thing. The fact that Astral even made it this far is congratulations enough. They did beat JeffHindla and friends. Let's not underestimate that. This is a team that 2-0'd what most people considered when they heard the roster release was going to be the winning squad. I mean, most people said, oh, it's going to be Ego versus JeffHindla and friends in the finals. That was the prediction. Well, everyone was pretty much wrong. We have Astral, the CC boys, the underdogs, making it all the way through the finals. And, you know, again, Mike and Ike, this is not a bad squad. They just weren't necessarily expected to get over here.
And really, when it comes down to it right now, Astral Authority, I like the fact that they're playing this out overall. Because even though, you know, they're down 11K right now, they have not been able to take any fights. There's Sunders.
Two Sunders.
The experience is almost sitting at 20,000 difference between the two teams right now. But if they lose it, if they surrender, they're out completely. They still have some chances. Granted, it's getting slimmer and slimmer for every second that the clock ticks. And right now, even if they are able to get a Gold Fury, even if they're able to get the next Fire Giant, they have to win a fight, and that just hasn't been happening.
Well, looks like Mask is going to go in there, and he's going to come on down. Not really going to connect on anything, but he will find a level 14 Mango to go ahead and worry about. And double tap. There's that shield working perfectly as that ultimate doesn't really matter. The knockup is good. PBM's in trouble. Feather Step's nice. Polar Bear going to be able to get away. Here comes the snipes. 1 will hit, 2 will hit, but he's got protections in that ultimate, and he will walk away just enough to go into a Zeus ult. Sheikah will get the kill on PBM, but one more time, Snoopy, he's level 20. He's at the Gold Fury.
Cyclone Spin has Deathbringer.
Cyclone Spin does have Deathbringer. I did notice that when I was looking at the Sunders. When I was looking at the Sunders, I saw the Deathbringer, but I didn't want to. I was like, and he's going wing. He's gonna go windy. He's gonna go even faster. You know what? Why not?
I mean, at this point, I mean, he's ahead. He's level 20.
Got
the closest he has to deal with is Ram, and even at this point, he has the dash to get in there. Like all he has to do is win a boxing match there. No crit on Ram, crit on Cyclone Spin. I mean, this is just. This is where he's going. He's 8-0-13. I don't think he has much to worry about.
No, he's again. This is 20 minutes in the game. I think most people at this point, when we do look at the graphs and we see how one side of there, can kind of tell where this game's going to end up at. It's just a matter of when it's going to actually happen. We at the 20-minute mark, and we have 2 level 20s. Mask is about to hit 20. He's about 3/4 of the way from it. Fire Giant getting started up. But that's just really impressive. I mean, as this Fire Giant gets taken, just to look at the fact that at 20 minutes in the game, the Wrath is there to secure it. 2 members above 20 or at 20, and 2 near 20. Like, that's just impressive at 20 minutes.
I have a question for you. In that scenario, so right now we see Mango over here. He's more than likely going to fall down. Would you have rather seen him try to go for a Fire Giant steal? Like, have everybody on Astral Authority just go all out right there? Or would you rather see them do exactly what's happening? And like they're trying to kind of split push, get a lead somewhere else. But ultimately, it looks like they're about to lose a Phoenix as Ratcheteer falls down. Mango's already down. Met Yankee getting low. The snipes come through, and Sheikah going to get that kill. But Sheikah gets taken down by Mask, and the Phoenix has fallen.
Well, the 1 Phoenix fell. That's the prize. A 1-for-3 trade pretty much overall when you think about that Mango fell way back when. And Polar Bear, again, smart use of the ultimate. He gains protections while in there. He's taking up the tower for his team. Cyclone has plenty of auto attack damage right now with this build, so he's doing work on that tower as well. Snoopy is going to just be in the back line. He's trying to use his oboe full to effect, and he's just going to do a little bit of splash damage. And Phoenix number 2 will fall as, again, Fire Giant buff will heal up these guys. 1 more Phoenix remains. Doesn't look like they're going to press their luck. But to answer the question you asked forever ago, Cyclone's going to go 1v3.
And so far, he's coming out of that on top. The crit really working out for him. Is Snoopy going to be able to pick up a kill? Famous Hate going to fall down, giving him a double kill. Now Mango in the back line just getting decimated. He's actually going to run away, and really, when it comes down to it, Mike and Ike's look like they're doing something. A beautiful sanctuary from Snoopy, going to keep him alive through Sheikah's detonate. And all across the board, now there are 2 members for Astral Authority, 2 members to do anything about this, but the Titan's exposed. Fire minions are coming down the right lane. Fire minions are coming down the mid lane. Ratcheteer's down, and Sheikah, as much damage as Zeus can do, I just don't see this one working out.
He got a Poison Star. Cyclone, I was kind of curious what he was going to get. So he got a Poison Star, and this is an item you don't really see a lot as the Titan is going to be under pressure. It would have been funny to see if he would have got like a Hasten Fatalis, so we could just go crazy auto attacking. And Mask double tap. Oh, Sheikah got to get back into the fountain. And Mask will actually fall to fountain versus any sort of damage from Sheikah, unable to even get a basic attack off at 22.5 minutes in the game, guys. As Gore said, the fire minions are going in, but everyone's pinging the speed buff.
Polar Bear, Mike, and Cyclone Spin have honed their sights for exactly what they want, pushing themselves just a little bit further into the lead, but at this point, they don't really need it. They essentially, I mean, let's look at it. Fire Giant's off the board for another 2.5 minutes. Gold Fury's off the board for another 1.5 minutes. And Astral Authority, while they have some really strong characters and they have great team play, they just keep doing like exactly what Mango's doing right now. He's going in to fight a level 17 and a level 20 by himself.
I mean, well, again, what's the fear? He's got a couple crit items. He's doing a ton of damage. Fine, okay, going to use the feather step to try to avoid a little bit of damage. Ooh, almost walked into a snipe. He's not going to be okay. That ultimate of Cyclone Spin, a lot of people underestimate that. You actually gain, you have to hit the target, but I mean, it progresses with each hit, and that was just sheer unfortunate luck, as again at the very max range of that. Snoopy gonna go ahead and take out Shaco right now. Famous Hate's gonna go up in there, but we are looking at what seems to be the end of the game, and Snoopy survives all that and gonna end up sanctuarying it. Is Famous Hate. He really just wants to kill Snoopy. They're trying so hard, and Snoopy gets the kill.
That's just unfortunate. Like that's just really unfortunate. I saw him, he wanted it. Just the one kill would have made him feel good there. As it ends, though, 23 minutes, 44 seconds. Mike and Ike's, they played hard. They beat everyone that they came out to find. And while Astral Authority, they're still going to get a little bit of a prize. Mike and Ike's take the fattest stack of cash right home.
It's been an unbelievable turnout. I guess we've got a couple things to go ahead and close things out here, guys. I mean, that was the finals. I hope everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves watching the games. I know we had some fun here in chat. I know we had some fun casting these games, but absolute congratulations to the winning team and Matt Yankee, Cyclone, Snoopy, Polar Bear, Mask. I don't even know if you guys are watching right now, but, you know, hats off to you guys. Well played throughout the whole tournament. Congratulations on first place on the NA side. Astral Authority, Famous, Ratcheteer, Shaka, Mango, Fine OK. From me and Gore, both, man, all love. We know that you guys are going to be caressed and keep on getting better and better. We hope to see you in these tournaments in the future. Gore, man, I'll let you say what you got to say. Shout yourself out, and we'll get to some closing statements, and we're going to end the stream soon.
I mean, really, GG's to all the teams, not only today who came out for North America, but for all the people who came out yesterday for Europe. And everyone who came out to watch it, because this tournament really, I mean, it's just a bunch of pros playing together. They're playing for cash prizes, but being able to have that here and get the kind of viewership that we did for this one's really good. So, I mean, thanks to everybody. And I mean, thanks to Eager for having me come out and cast. It's been great.
Yeah, again, and we'll go ahead and close it out one more time. That is Gore Miser to my digital left or right, wherever you feel like he should be. You can follow him at Gore Miser. Please do. He's an amazing caster. He's a good buddy of mine, and he sits there and works with us on Friday Night Smite and Team Eager for a lot of things. My name is Freight Train. Again, you can follow me at EGR Freight Train if you'd like. I'm going to do the sellout mode, guys. You can go ahead and spam it, whatever you want. But really, shout outs to the two guys that this cannot happen without, and that is our production guy that, you know, Extreme, if you want to say hi, I know you have the mic available too. You can more than welcome to say hello. This is the guy that did a lot of work. There he is. Extreme, shout yourself out, man. Your mic's not working on stream, he told me. He says he loves you all. And again, thanks for the support. He didn't, you know, it's all good. And then Choo Choo Train, man. He's our admin. Shout outs to him. He just runs a very tight ship, and without him, we couldn't do this. One more time, again, absolute shout outs to hi-rez. Thank you for letting us use your casters in aggro and FDOT today and yesterday. It was an absolute pleasure to work with some professionals, and hopefully we stepped our game up as casters, because that's really the end goal, is to get better. And one more time, I mean, again, Eager for putting me in position to do this, hi-rez for allowing us to do this. We hope in the future that we're able to go ahead and do these events more often. So please, by all means, be on the lookout of Twitter. And I guess I'll selfishly sell out Friday Night Smite. So for anybody that doesn't know, we do a monthly tournament for gems. Look for that in 2017. Me and Gore Miser will be casting. Again, for Freight, Gore, everyone at Eager, we wish you the best, Twitch. Have a good one.